I gotta tell you a story. I want to share a story with you.
Oh yes, yeah.
So sometimes I go to this comedy club. I go to Helium Comedy Club in Buffalo. Sometimes during the week when I want to try some new stuff, right? So a couple weeks ago, it's like a weekday, and I go to the club. Now the club is located right next to the Key Bank Arena where the Buffalo Sabres play. So when the Sabres are playing, the parking lot where you park for the comedy club is always packed. So these guys are so cool to me. They're like, anytime you want to compete, you just come on down, park, come on, do whatever minute time you want to do, and then, you split, right? So when there's a game like that, they go, just park in the back alley. The guy who runs the club, the manager, Sean, he's like, just park behind me. It's really narrow. And then you're going to have to back yourself out when you're done. But, there's no other place to park until the hockey game's over. So I back in there, and then there's a back door. And when you open it up, the green room's right there with the other comics hanging out. The stage is right to your left. So it's about 30 people. And I go on, pretty early in the show. And now I'm on stage. And a lot of shit's happened through the years from being on stage, but this is a new one, right? And just for the listeners, I'm not trying to make this nice, all right? I'm always a nice guy. I'm just I'm telling it to you like I told it to Jackie when I got home on the couch that night, all right? So I get on, like I said, it's about 30 people. I'm doing a few jokes, and I look up in front, and there's a black guy right there on the edge of the stage. The guy looks like Denzel Washington, man. So cool. He's got a black T-shirt, a chain. He's wearing shades, and he's kind of like leaning over, whispering to the woman that he's with. She's like 400 pounds, all right? So I'm doing some jokes, and then like a little bit in, I hear a weird noise like that, And I look over, and he looks cool, but he's off. That's what it was. I heard it. He was off. And like when he wasn't whispering to the woman, he's like leaning over going, oh, like that, right? So I'm like, all right, this guy's a little off. And they're literally right up in front of me. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to I'm not going to shine a light on this or anything like that. So I'm doing a few more jokes, and all of a sudden I hear like a gargle, like, ah! And I turn around, and it's the woman. And she's got both her arms out like this now. And she's like looking up at the ceiling, and she's shaking like this, right? Like right in front of me. And I'm like, oh, hey, what's that? Is everything all right? What's going on? All of a sudden, I don't know what the fuck to say, right? Holy shit. And the guy she's with is like leaning into her going, oh, like that. And now, I mean, like, it's over. Show is fucking, like, people are all looking, right? She's going like, boom, puke, blah, comes out like fucking Exorcist, comes out all over her, right? And she's shaking. As she's throwing up, she slides out of the chair, and she's on the ground, and she's fucking hands out, and she's shaking like that. Now the dude, he's leaning over, dipping his fingers in the puke that's still on the table, going, ah, like that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm off to the side, and I'm holding the fucking microphone, and I'm like, oh, geez, oh, my God, right? And now she's on the ground, and, like, the guy who runs the club, he was stepped out for a minute to go to the hockey game, I guess. So the MC comes walking out of the back and looks at me and goes, should we call an ambulance? I'm like, yeah, dude, call 911. And then the staff is coming over, and the woman's shaking. And in this moment, and bro, again, because Jackie was like, are you serious? I don't know. This is just my growing up in the tri-state area, my instincts kicking in. And I have this on recording so I can prove I'm not lying about the time sequence. But so she's shaking. He comes out. I'm like, yeah, call 911. I put the mic on the stand, on the stool, and I just slide past him. And as he looks at me, he's like, to see what I'm going to do, I go, listen, I got to move my car. This ambulance is going to come in, and I'm going to get fucking blocked in. I got to get the fuck out of here, right? So I literally slide past him. I get in my Roo, start it up, back it out. I'm fucking gone, right? Now, I played back the recording, bro. From the moment the woman started puking till the minute I was started up the Roo, 43 seconds. 43 seconds after the puke started, and I'm backing out in the fucking Roo. Unbelievable.